Good afternoon, folks. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road. Mark Morrison is my name. I'll be your auctioneer in charge of proceedings to help guide you through the process here today. Now, today we're here to do a couple of things. Firstly, to inform you that the property at 1112A Cranford Street in St Albans has received a pre-auction offer that is acceptable to our owners. Secondly, we'll find out whether we hold an auction here this afternoon. We'll hold an auction here this afternoon should I see some further bidding over and above that pre-auction offer level, which I will announce in a few minutes' time. If we see no bidding, I simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer. Now, before we crack into things, I would like to take some time just to remind you of our COVID-19 processes here. I'm sure you've all taken the time to use the tracker app and scan on your way in. Make sure you've sanitised the hands on the way in. Do take a moment to sanitise your hands upon your departure as well. Now, if you do become unwell in the next 14 days, if you could just let one of the Harcourts Gold management team know of that fact, or the agent that you are working with, and they'll in turn tell us, just so that we can follow our due processes as we are required to do so. Now, I'd like to thank and acknowledge our owners. We thank and acknowledge them for their presentation, for their ease of access, and first and foremost for their choice in agency. We appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace. We thank and acknowledge them for choosing to work with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Speaking of the team here at Harcourts Gold, there are a number of friendly faces throughout the room who are also here to guide and assist you this afternoon should you need it. Firstly, to my left is Mr. Chris Kennedy, business owner here within the Harcourts Gold team, fellow auctioneer, giving the young fella a run today up at the podium, but another of our auctioneers within the Harcourts Gold ranks. Also here to my right, I have Jane Meyer, one of our managers within the Papanui office as well. To my left, I have Rebecca Johansson. Rebecca will be scribing any bids that we receive this afternoon, keeping me on my toes and making sure that we're recording everything very accurately. And then behind Rebecca, I have Alana Davey and Nicole Cracknell as well. They drive our technology, the presentation that you see up on the TV screen, and they also beam out to the World Wide Web via our website and through YouTube. We often have around 50 or 60 people joining us on a traditional Thursday morning auction time slot. So for anyone joining us this afternoon, keeping tabs on this auction, a good afternoon to you as well. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold will have made all of the documentation for today's proceedings available to you, including the LIM, the title, and of course the contract from which we work from that's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the Auckland District Law Society. Now it is to that contract that I take you now. There are some rules and regulations that we must adhere to. If you attend a lot of auctions, then you're probably familiar with how things work. However, things today will be just a little bit different given we are dealing with a brought forward auction campaign. Basically, what that means is that our pre-auction offer level, that's our start price, that's our reserve price for all intensive purposes. We are on the market and selling from the point that I nominate or communicate that number to you, which I'll do so very, very shortly. As the auctioneer, I may give some suggestions in terms of where the bidding may go, the increments by which we rise, but on the whole, I'll be very happy to work with any genuine bids that are placed from the floor here this afternoon. As auctioneer, I do reserve the right to refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. If there's a dispute with any bids, well, I'll sort that out. We'll just revert to the last undisputed bid and then we'll recommence the bidding process from there. Now, at the fall of the hammer, when it comes down to the rostrum, if it falls in your favour, congratulations, you are the successful purchaser. Before commencing any celebrations, perhaps heading down to Mirabelle or across the road for a drink, there are some simple obligations that I will get you to fulfil. Firstly, you'll sign the agreement, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. Secondly, you'll arrange to make payment of a very neat and precise 10% of the purchase price. Thirdly and finally, you'll complete the GST information which is outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, those are the rules of engagement here this afternoon. Very clean, concise and simple. We require, as I said, 10% at the fall of the hammer, and all the very best to each and every one of you. Now, just the one property on offer, so you clearly are all here with the same interest, the same property in mind. 112A Cranford Street in St Albans. Mary Turnbull and Amanda Barton, they've been pacing you through the contract over the last few days and weeks here at 1112A Cranford Street in St Albans. It's more formally described as being an estate in freehold, I should say, being 905 square metres of that freehold land, made up of Lot 2 Deposited Plan 21073. That's detailed and outlined in the certificate of title that the team have made available to each and every one of you. Now, settlement date, listen carefully folks, it's set down for the 18th of March 2021 or 5 working days from the date that the encumbrance has been discharged from the title to the property, whichever date is the latter of those two. So whichever date is the latter of those two is when you will take settlement here at 1112A Cranford Street. The list of chattels, they remain as circulated, no surprises, no changes there, and those further terms of sale towards the rear of the agreement being clauses 22 through to 25 inclusive. Well, one last look, folks, now at 1112A Cranford Street, 112A Cranford Street. Thank you, Rebecca. This is a case of what lies beneath, or really, more appropriately, what lies down the end of that driveway. It's tucked away, this home. It's a real surprise. I had the pleasure of visiting a few days ago. What lay at the end of that driveway was just an immaculate and stunning home. That single level home, permanent material home that you see there up on screen. The kitchen, dining and living spaces, well, they have beautiful flow. They're nice and light and airy. You've got options that open out on either side of the house, so you're able to chase that sun as it works its way across the sky. On a day like today, it would be a magnificent place to be. The whole family, well, they'll be kept warm in this home. You've got the near new the log burner there and the heat pump, and accommodation, well, that's ably taken care of with the 3 double bedrooms. Now, if you aren't already charmed by this home, well, I think the school zones and the location, the community that you buy into here, it makes a whole lot of sense. So close to wonderful schools, all the amenities so close by as well. 112A Cranford Street in St Albans, folks, has received a pre-option offer that is acceptable to our owners at $685,000. So 685 is where we sell, unless I see further bidding from the floor. Is there 700 to kick things off? Do we hold an option here? 700 there without hesitation. Good luck, sir. At 700,000. There's the competition in the room, seated and centred at 700,000 square. Do we move in the 15s from here? Is there 715? But you tell me what you'd like to pay for it. 702. Okay, well, 702 shortens my stride straight away, Amanda. You won't be put off by that, sir, will you? Just the 2 on the top. 710? Yeah, no. 710. Easy peasy at 710. Probably should have asked for more. But at 710, you're back in the lead, and that's where you need to be, sir. First chance. I welcome in any fresh competition into the race at 710 here. Amanda, the 2 didn't work last time. 715. 715. Thank you, Shah. Working with a buyer on the phone. Shah, Sutherland, Todd as well at 7, 1 and 5. Straight to 725 perhaps.
No.
Not that much? What would you like to pay for it?
No.
You're done. All out. I was just getting to know you, sir.
No.
At 715 here, it's against you. There we go, 717. Sticking with the 2s, that's the strategy over on the left flank. At 717, and I sell. Make no mistake. Another 2, sir. 719. Nicely done. Welcome into the race at 7, 1 and 9. We seem to be... and 720. Puts another 1 and 1 more here at 7, 2 and 1. At 721 with the gentleman. First call. Seated here. Welcome you back in at any stage, sir. Easy as a nod, a wave, or a wink. Twice now. At 725. 725. There we go. Welcome into you as well at 7, 2 and 5. Fairly bit away at 727. Welcome in, sir. At $727,000. Who else hasn't had a go yet? Now's the time to put the hand in the air. First call at 8.28. At 728 with you. Just on the 1. These 1s and 2s aren't working, folks. Another 1 here. Let's try and see if it works. $729,000 in the middle of the room.
735.
735. Beautifully done. Astutely done. Puts up 6 on the rise at 6, 7, 3 and 5. To stay alive, and he's in 736. 740 here. Can't pick the pattern. You call them, I'll do my best to count them. At $740,000 and I sell. Once, twice. 745.
750.
And 50 here. Rounds the ledger off at 750. Easy to work out the deposit as well.
755.
55.
760.
And 60 without hesitation. And 65, it's your turn next.
765.
765.
770.
And 70. And 75, I turn to you once more. This won't help. But at $770,000 here, fairly bit away, sir. First chance. Perhaps another two I can tempt you in for. Twice now at 770. Is he shaking off the competition? At 770. Penultimate chance. Are we done? Shah, how are we looking on the phone over there at 770? Do I sell here? At 770.
771.
771. Welcome back in, sir, just in the nick of time.
775.
At 775. At 7 3/4 I have. Another 4 on the rise. First call. At $775,000 for 112A Cranford. Twice now. Another one, sir. You said no before. Starting to lose its significance. At $775,000. I welcome you back in at any stage. Feel free to roll the dice once more. Third chance. How are we looking, Shah? All done over here, sir? All out? Down the front, all done? At 775, sir. Sit tight. Are you sure $500 won't do it? Appreciate the bidding. Happy to announce 112A Cranford. It goes at 775. It goes. It is. Sold here. Congratulations, well bid, sir. To our underbidders, thank you for your participation and interest. I'm sure the team will help you into a new home very, very soon. That wraps up proceedings here this afternoon. Look forward to